MTV, voice of the people, stories that matter. Truth in every moment, now and forever.
What matters to the people matters to SEMTV. And when the people that matter the most talk, they talk to SEMTV, your trusted friend and partner in progress. SEMTV, reliable news and entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Traveling Towards Still on the Morning Pulse here on SEM TV. I still remain Emmanuel Tamino Tenari, but you can call me Tammy for short. Today, I'm taking us down to the energetic riverine heart of the South-South region, Pawtucket Pleasure Park. This place remains one of the biggest and most exciting tourism and relaxation destinations here in River State. Now, developed as a modern urban recreational center, the vision behind the park was to create a world-class leisure environment where families, tourists, couples, and young people could relax and enjoy safe outdoor entertainment right in the heart of the Niger Delta. Before the park was built, the area was largely underutilized, but it was transformed into a massive recreational facility that now attracts thousands of visitors yearly from different parts of Nigeria. Located in the bustling city of Port Harcourt, the park officially opened in May 2017 and quickly became one of the defining lifestyle and tourism spots in southern Nigeria. Since its unveiling, Pawtucket Pleasure Park has gained recognition for several reasons. Number one, it is considered as one of the largest recreational parks in Nigeria. Not one of the biggest in River State, not one of the biggest in Pawtucket. It is one of the biggest in Nigeria. It significantly boosted tourism and nightlife activities in River State. And of course, if you even see some of the photos being shown to you, you can see that in the night it is illuminated, it is beautiful, the lights are attractive. Going on a walk in this place, even if you just walk in the night, you're feeling the breeze, the ambience is getting to you, the atmosphere is so cool. You hear the laughter of children, you see the enjoyment of couples and families. That alone, if you ask me, is more than enough to bringing people even in the night time. It brought modern outdoor entertainment to the South-South region. Most people from the Northeast, the Northwest, they'll tell you how, the South-South may not really have as much entertainment as the other places. You see some people tell you, who they flex for Port Harcourt, now Abuja if you want flex, now Lagos if you want flex. But Calabar now where the big boys day, but no. This place, Port Harcourt Pleasure Park, opened up River State as a go-to spot for major entertainment, outdoor entertainment in Nigeria. And of course, it has hosted concerts, festivals, fitness events, and major social gatherings. Now, it's strategically located along the Aba Road beside the Liberation Stadium, making it easily accessible from different parts of Port Harcourt. So even if you're coming from the town region, you're coming from airport, you're coming from Rumola, you're coming from Rumigbo, it doesn't matter where exactly you're coming from. It is located in a place where you either stop along the road or it is your final destination. So it is perfectly placed within Port Harcourt. The park offers a wide range of attractions and activities, some of which include a beautiful artificial lake with pedal boat rides. If you see in the picture, you see how massive the lake is. You see some people in boats, and of course, they're not left unsafely hanging in the lake. You can see them with their life jackets. They are safely put there, and they are having a wonderful time. Along with that, they have bicycle riding tracks. They have roller skating areas. They have a mini golf course, outdoor fitness zone, children's playground, cinema and arcade gaming sections. You can see the cinema looking beautiful. You can decide if you want to watch a movie, if perhaps you just want to, feel, because some people, they may not want to watch a movie, but let me just let you in on a little secret. Sometimes I don't go to a cinema to watch the movie, Sometimes I go there and I just want to perceive the sweet scent of butter and popcorn. That's just all I want. So if that's what you want as well, you can do that. Or you can just go there to get some popcorn and you go your way. Or if you want to watch a movie with your family, friends, or your loved one, you can still do that as well. Of course, it has a restaurant and food court, so you are not limited to the cinema to get some food. You can go to the restaurant, you can order what you want to eat. Perhaps, you never know. Maybe they serve it by there. You can never know unless you go for yourself. And of course, there is the live performance and event spaces. One major attraction visitors particularly enjoy is the paintball arena, where groups can engage in thrilling tactical shooting games using paintball guns in a controlled and safe environment. It has become one of the park's most exciting group activities for friends, colleagues, and tourists looking for adventure and competitive fun. And of course, if you look at your screen, you can see the picture of, the people playing the paintball. You can see them geared up, beautifully set up, and they are enjoying themselves. I've experienced it myself, and trust me, in as much as they gear you up for safety, it does not limit the amount of fun and the cortisol that flows through your vein, because even as they shoot you with the paintball gun, you still feel the pain. It shoots with such force, such accuracy, that if you're hit, it feels as though you're in an actual battleground. So when you're hit, in as much as you are protected, you can feel the force, feel the heat, and you feel the pressure. Now, family-friendly features also include spacious picnic lawns and sit-out areas. So if you just want to go on a picnic with your family, you can go out, sit, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy nature, and just enjoy the natural breeze, talk with your family. You guys can perhaps even watch a movie on your tablet or something. You can have a picnic with your family, friends, loved ones, or even your significant other. It has a secure environment with proper lighting. I've already showed you how beautiful the place looks at night. And of course, in the daytime, it is well lit, both by the sun and of course by, if you're going to, the cinemas, you go into the restaurants, there is never a lack of electricity. There is light 24/7. So it is also kid friendly and has a lot of play sections. You can also see, they have attractions where children can climb. Some people may look at it as dangerous, but trust me, it is safe, it is secure, and there has not been any complaint of any accidents taking place in any of the fun rides. It has relaxation spots overlooking the lake, so if you're someone that just wants to look at the waters move. As a riverine boy myself, I know I grew up enjoying the breeze that bounces off of the water, because most times it is cool. It's a cool breeze, it calms you down, and then the scent of the water, it just does something to your brain that, no other thing can give to you. So if you just want to, dip your legs in the water or just sit observing how beautifully the sun reflects off of the face of the lake, it's something you can also do, and you can also enjoy alone or with family and friends. Of course, it has an evening fountain and light displays. Need I say about how well lit it is beautifully at night. Now, the nightlife atmosphere around the park is also one of the biggest attractions. During evenings and weekends, the environment becomes lively with music, social gatherings, food vendors, and entertainment activities that give visitors a full urban tourism experience. So, in as much as it's beautiful during the day, in as much as it's packed during the day, in as much as it is not boring in the day, it is still as interesting as it is in the night. So even if you decide to go in the evening, you want to go from 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., you just want to have an evening walk, an evening stroll, or you just want to go on a date, it is a perfect spot for you to pick, because it's not going to be quiet, it's not going to be dry, it's not going to be boring. It's going to be filled with music, filled with entertainment, and most importantly, filled with the sweet smell of food in the air. Now, here are some things that visitors are advised to avoid. Please do not litter the environment. Of course, we need to keep our city clean, green, and safe. So in order for that to happen, you need to play your part. Once you get food from a food court, once you, get a drink, do not litter. There are designated waste bins all around the park, so you don't need to throw anything into the water. You don't need to throw anything into, the lawn. Just hold on to your trash. Once you get to a designated waste bin, you can dispose of it. They are strategically placed, so you don't need to hold on to your trash for anything more than 10 minutes if you're walking. Within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, you'll see a waste bin and you can throw it in there. And because of how well they keep their environment, you'll never see the waste bin filled. It'll always be empty or semi-empty to ensure that you don't have any excuse to litter, to say, oh no, the waste bin was filled now, so there's nowhere for me to have put it. Another thing is, do not smoke in restricted areas. Of course, it has family-friendly areas as well, so you should not smoke in the presence of children. There will be smoking areas where you can smoke to the detriment of no other person, but there are restricted areas, and it is advised that you do not smoke in those areas. Do not bring dangerous objects or weapons. Now, I know that some of you may be like, insecurity in Nigeria is a thing. No, in Pleasure Park, your security is assured. So you don't need to bring a gun, you don't need to bring a knife, you don't need to arm yourself with a dangerous weapon. Your security is assured in Pleasure Park. So please do not carry weapons. Do not carry any object that can be used to injure, maim, or wound another individual. And of course, do not damage the recreational facilities, especially when it comes to the paintball arena. I know how, crazy it can be. I know how mind racing it could be when you engage in some of these activities. Sometimes you would want to do a barrel roll with your gun, or you would want to run. Try not to destroy the gear. Try not to destroy the, equipment, the recreational facilities provided to you. Enjoy them and leave them as prim as proper as you met them. Do not destroy them so that other people can enjoy them the same way you did. And lastly, do not enter restricted water areas. Like I said, you can't sit close to the pond, observe it, enjoy the wind. Sometimes you'll have birds fly and, they land in the pond. Sometimes you may see some ducks, you may see some other, waterborne avian creatures. So do not try to swim. Of course, I know you may be from the marine kingdom, you may be a king or queen of the coast, but please do not go into the water. Do not go into the restricted areas because, of course, you will either be fined or you will be kicked out. Now, general entry fees are relatively affordable, so you don't need to break the bank if you want to go in. You could just pay a very affordable, entry fee, take a stroll, or purchase any other things. Certain attractions like boating, skating, paintball, and the arcade games, as well as the paintball, arena, it will cost some additional payments. But of course, it's not something you need to break the bank for. Once again, you don't need to take out a mortgage, you don't need to take out a loan, you don't need to, take an entire half of your salary to enjoy yourself. It's quite affordable, so that even if you come with a family, also there is still group bookings available. So if you want to do an event reservation, you want to do group bookings, all of that is available, and it will cost differently. So be sure to have your funds ready, and I can assure you that you are not going to regret the experience, and you will not go back thinking it was an unnecessary expense. And of course, lastly, some of the best times to visit will be in the evening if you want to experience the colorful lights. Over time, we've showed you how beautiful it can be at night, how well lit it is. So if you want to experience that, you can go in the evening so that you can see it for yourself, beautifully, beautifully lit and beautifully set up. You can also go for the weekends if you don't want to go alone. You want to go with friends, or perhaps you want to go alone, but you still want to have that communal feeling that you're not the only one in this area. You can go there in the weekends where people have their social gatherings, they have activities, and they have live entertainment. So you can go in the weekends even if you're alone, but you will not be necessarily alone. And of course, you can go in the festive periods when the park hosts a larger events and concerts. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the most we can take on travel and tours. I hope, back then in the debate will tell you, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. So I hope I've been able to convince you that from some time, it could be within the month, it could be at the end of the month, it could even be next month, that you can take out some time, take out some money, and take out some friends, families, or loved ones, and you go enjoy the pleasure park for yourself. Because of course, words can only take you so far. Actions will be the ones to teach you what exactly the words are saying. I remain Emmanuel Tamino Tenari, but you can call me Tammy for short. And of course, we'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. And of course, I'll have my colleagues here in the studio. Do not change that channel.
The birthing of something new, African, Nigerian. Our vision is to become a leading and trusted television network in Africa and beyond, delivering credible news, inspiring stories, and engaging entertainment that